Welcome to Horror Flying, where creators of horror and dark literature take their fans on a horrifying adventure. So, Francis, today you're going to be flying one of your fans, Dhana. Yay! And we're also going to mix things up a little bit today, and the fan is going to do some flying of the author as well.
Excellent.
Now, Francis, you've had a long career working with other people's words as an editor, a ghostwriter, and an instructor before rediscovering your own career as an author. The Broken Places is your debut novel about a major earthquake rocking the West Coast, and it keeps readers taut with anticipation, said the Vancouver Sun. It was a Globe and Mail Best Book of 2022 and a finalist for Canada's Rakuten Kobo Emerging Writer Prize. The Winnipeg Free Press called your second novel Uncontrolled Flight, which is very apropos for today, an absorbing, intense contemporary tale about the death of a BC firefighting pilot, and it made several book of the year lists in 2023. And you grew up in Cape Breton, you moved to Ottawa to study and work, and now you live right in North Vancouver, and today you're taking a fan flying. How do you feel about that?
I think that's a pretty wild idea. I'm looking forward to it.
And Dhana, what do you think?
Oh, I'm thrilled. I love her books. I love her. I can't wait.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. We're here at the plane.
Woohoo!
All right.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Francis, thank you for joining me on the flight today. We're standing in front of one of Con Air's fighting bird planes. This is not a bird dog plane, but it is a tanker, which plays a part in your novel, which you're going to tell me a little bit about. I'm going to talk about very briefly your other book, Broken Places, which was in 2022. It has joined the canon of famous disaster fiction novels, which ranges from classic post-apocalyptic books to contemporary takes on environmental and societal collapse. This one injects, this novel, Uncontrolled Flight, is very apropos for today because we are flying and it has the firefighters in there, and there is levels of terror and because there's a fatal crash of a firefighter pilot. There's secrets and lies and passion and grief, and I want to ask you to tell me a little bit about the book and your favorite scene to write.
Interesting. Well, the book was based on a little snippet of real life, just a snippet, but I do want to stress the rest of it is fictional. And the snippet of real life is this. My husband, who's a retired air accident investigator, came home from work one day and he told me about having conducted an interview of a witness to a crash. And this guy walked in, the witness, he was a pilot, kind of stoic, kind of macho, like a guy's guy, as many of those pilots are, and came in and really was very quiet. And it was only as the interview progressed a little bit that it came out that this guy had seen his mentor crash and die. And when they
there's the horrifying element there.
It is horrifying, exactly. And as they got into talking about it, that pilot just broke down and he became very emotional, as you can imagine. So that story stuck with me literally for years, and I thought I have to write something about that. So that's the germ of the story. And the prologue that Dhana read a little bit of is the setup for that. The crash happens right at the beginning of the book, so there are no spoilers there or anything. But it's introducing us to Will, the young pilot, who sees Rafe, his mentor, crash right in front of his eyes, basically, and is very affected by it. And so the rest of the book is about how that death of Rafe affects Will, but also Rafe's widow, Sharon, and also a crash investigator whose name is Natalie, and her role in things as the book goes on is increasingly less straightforward. We don't really know exactly why she's involved. So, so there come the secrets and the lies and whatnot. A lot of stuff gets dug up after Rafe dies in the prologue.
Sounds fascinating, sounds riveting. That's great.
To you. What's happening out there, all we can do is fly the circuits, make the drops, repeat as required. If we do that every single time, and we do it right, we give her all we got, that's as good as it gets. We're doing everything in our power to fix it.
Frances, how did that flight go?
Well, it was a little bit bumpy here and there. Yeah, it needed some correction and so on, but thank you for making me do it. I was happy to be at the controls for most of it.
Okay, excellent. Well, you have earned your pilot's wings, co-pilot wings here. So I'm going to put them on you here. And yes, scream for the camera. For our heart.
Stabbed in the heart by a dagger, a winged dagger. Thank you. All right.